Our story starts with Gabe, a high schooler with a passion for dance. He finds a poster for the epic dance competition, the most prestigious dance competition in the world. He's incredibly excited about the competition and goes to his friend Marco, a fellow dancer, to talk about it and potentially join. Marco and Gabe seem excited about the competition and realize that they have to join. They've never been this excited for a competition before and are absolutely jubilant about it. That was until Lewis came in. Lewis was called the villain dance god. He was an incredibly influential figure in the dance community and was really popular. Humiliated and defeated, Gabe and Marco knew that they had to defeat Lewis. But how would they do that? But then suddenly, out of nowhere, a textbook. Myers AP Psychology, specifically Chapter 8A. They covered Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a motivation theory that would help Gabe and Marco achieve their fullest potential. To give you guys a rundown, Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a motivation theory that states that needs are organized in a hierarchical order. It starts from physiological needs and then goes up to more higher necessity needs. The needs are divided into two categories: growth needs and deficiency needs. The physiological needs are essentially human biological needs such as food, water, and sleep. Maslow considered these to be the most important needs, as they served as a foundation for the other needs. Gabe and Marco realized that they needed a proper diet, sleep, and intake of water to fulfill these physiological needs, and started doing so. As a result of these interventions, their overall health and stability increased, allowing them to progress to the next stage of the hierarchy of needs. Once their physiological needs were fulfilled, they started to move on towards fulfilling safety needs, which is the second tier of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It relates to financial security, safety, and overall well-being. And to achieve this, Gabe and Marco got jobs at the rec center. This allowed them to create an income while also learning how to dance. After this, they transitioned to love and belonging needs. Belonging needs essentially focus on intimacy, group activities, and essentially feeling a part of a niche. Gabe and Marco, through their experiences in the rec center, made some valuable friends whom they learned a lot from. After fulfilling their belonging needs, the group transitioned into fulfilling their esteem needs. Esteem needs basically focus on personal worth and gaining self-respect from your peers. Unfortunately, there was a problem in this regard. Gabe had crippling stage fright that arose from poor performances in previous dance competitions. To remedy this, Gabe started making TikTok dances to a large audience, to build up his self-confidence and to be able to perform in front of a large group of people. After building esteem and self-confidence in themselves, Gabe and Marco can finally move on to self-actualization needs. Needs that focus on making an individual the best they can possibly be. A good way of remembering what self-actualization actually is by associating it with training or betterment. An example is Gabe and Marco and their physical and balance training for the competition. The time for the epic dance competition arrived, and the top three comprised of Lewis, Marco, and Gabe, as they duked it out in the final. The first contestant was Lewis.
Breakfast at Tiffany's and bottles of bubbles, girls with tattoos. tattoos who like getting in trouble. Lashes and diamonds, ATM machines. Buy myself all of my favorite things.
Wait.
Renegade,
Go, got one. Go, go, oh, go, yeah, go, 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 go,
All three of them had performed admirably. But in the end, the unbiased and disheveled judge had made a decision. And it was Gabe.